One, 1,000 Romans. Will you be next? Join the revolution now. Step into mastery at therevenueronin.com. In a world of uncertainty, the Ronin stands apart. A master of sales and marketing who answers to no one. Forge your own path. Create your own success. 1,000 leaders, 1,000 Ronins. Will you be next? Join the revolution now. Step into mastery at therevenueronin.com.
All right. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. We're in the startup circle today. It's Friday, and we're doing our wins for the week. Sales and marketing mastery wins for the week. These are MBA masterminds, is the way we run these. And I'm going to be going to the doctor again today because I think I have strep throat. So we'll see how that pans out. But I show up for my community and I show up for you guys, and so we're gonna get through this space. So I appreciate everyone taking the time to be here. If you guys can like and repost the space, would really appreciate it. And we're gonna have a great discussion today on again wins for the week. Now, 80% of success is just showing up. The other 20% is just high level execution. So if you're here, welcome. Thanks for being here. And yeah, why do we celebrate wins for the week on Friday? Because majority of business is losses and lessons learned. That's the reality. It's majority losses and lessons learned. And if you're tenacious enough, if you're relentless enough, if you're resilient enough, and you can outlast other people and outlast who you were yesterday, then you're on a good path. Okay. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And yeah, so please come on up, grab the mic. We'd love to hear from you. What were your top wins for the week? One or two things, maybe a laundry list of wins. We like to celebrate everyone's wins. Again, because majority of business is losses and lessons learned. So, without further ado, I want to check in with Andy. And guys, please make sure you subscribe to the Revenue Ronin newsletter. If you're not already, it's in my bio. We actually send out daily emails now, and these are strategies and tactics that you can execute right away to start bringing in more revenue. So, if you want to make more money, if that's something you're interested in as you build your business, all through sales and marketing mastery, entrepreneurship, fill in the blank, definitely subscribe to the Revenue Ronin newsletter. You'll get a lot of value there, and it's very, you know, uh, digestible content, very action oriented. And so we're up to about almost 800 subscribers, which is great. And so we'd love to have you on the list. So, okay, all right, let's check in with Andy. Andy, good morning. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Hey, Timo, I hope you feel you definitely need more sleep, sure. Yeah. I see you're posting early in the morning. You've got this going on. Anyway, just hope you feel better. Really do. Let's see, wins for the week. How about I woke up, sucked air, and got to go to work? I got to build people, I got to make money, and I got to plan for the future. So there you go. That's the win. It's not always a. It's not always that you have massive success. It's not always that you have, excess opportunity. Sometimes it's just you survived and made it, and that's enough. So, by the way, the story on that is I had this team. We were working on a really challenging project. It was really challenging. Like every day they were pressing us. Every day it was very, very challenging. And so one day I went to my team and said, "Hey, how do you define a good day?" And the good day was defined in the idea that breathing and billing. If you wake up and suck air, it's a good day. If you can work, you can make some money, you have the opportunity to make money, it's a good day. That's it. And then every day on top, everything on top of that is a bonus. You know, people were nice to you. People got things done. You got to check off a bunch of stuff on your task list. You got to plan for the future. You got to make a deposit. You got to do, you had a nice dinner. The taxi was there when you needed one. Your clothes fit. The dry cleaners didn't mess up your shirts. Whatever it is, if you wake up and suck air, good day, because the alternative's bad. And if you have the opportunity to make money, not that you're going to, but that if you have the opportunity, it's a good day. And so I just adopted that from that moment on, and I still remember exactly the room we are, the moment it was, the day it happened, and who was there talking to me, because it was that life-changing. And if you can adopt this idea, what happens is you don't worry about the little things, you focus on the big rock problems, right? Big rocks, you know the story about the jar, big rocks, gravel, sand, water. How do you put it all in the jar? Put the big rocks in first. And so this is a big rock problem. If you have an amazing week and you woke up every day, fantastic. There's a whole bunch of people who didn't wake up this morning. So you're in the majority.
Yeah, thanks for that reminder, Andy. And yeah, if you're able to wake up and breathe and do billing, like you're already winning. So yeah, great reminder for us. Let's check in with Timo, and then we'll go to Max. And good to see you, Kevin, Jane, Stardress, Clark. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Feel free to grab the mic if you want to come on up and share your wins for the week. We'd love to hear them. And back to my posting a lot, Andy, a lot of those are scheduled through Buffer. So I'm not like up at 3 in the morning these days. No, I'm trying to get as much sleep as I can. So yeah, highly encourage everyone to use, some sort of scheduling tool to schedule your content. And a quick pro tip for everyone here is it's more important to, even if you think somebody's seen your post before, it's okay, right? Because we got to see something 8, 10, 20 times, 50 times, and then we're like, oh, okay, I better pay attention to this Timo guy. He's putting out some good stuff about Beehive. All he's talking about is Beehive. I better check it out, right? So that's how marketing works these days. So don't be afraid to share the same piece of content. Don't be afraid to repost your content. I do it all the time on X and LinkedIn. I repost my own content. Why? Because there's some people that might not have seen it, right? I schedule the same stuff, throughout the day, like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I spread it out. I get it out there. I'm just pumping stuff out, pumping out content. You got to feed the machine. So, but yeah, welcome, Timo. How's it going, man?
Hey, happy Friday, and good that you're resting. It still sounds like you're kind of under the weather, so try to get healthy, my man. Let's see, wins for the week. I might have to drop out pretty soon, but I'll just put out the wins. So I don't have a clue, by the way, how to put stuff on the Jumbotron. The app doesn't seem to give you the opportunity to put that in one there. But the post that I just posted today is 10 months ago. I launched my newsletter. So I just listed a bunch of the things and wins on that platform. That has now generated close to 3K on all the different revenue streams that you can generate from there. So it's a great start, and just kind of push forward with that. And busy week at work. I took 2 days off posting, just gained a couple of spaces, kind of mellowing down something. So I'm pretty happy. I've been more energetic. I started intermittent fasting, so that's been good. Lost some weight already, doing some exercise, plus walking the dog through these spaces. So yeah, many wins, but those are the ones that I can just put out for today.
Yeah, awesome, Timo. Yeah, I pinned that up above, and yeah, I think
Thanks.
yeah, you got it. And one thing, how to share on the Jumbotron is you have to scroll over now, at least on my phone, on my iPhone, I gotta scroll over to the right more, and then I can share it to the Jumbotron. So maybe that's the same for Android, but yeah, man, congrats on you got really great momentum going, and yeah, just keep that momentum going, keep your foot on the gas pedal, and yeah, those are some great numbers right there. So. And yeah, if you guys want to sponsor Timo's newsletter, I've sponsored his newsletter. I'll be sponsoring it again because it's that good. So, reach out to Timo. He's open for sponsorships. He's also open for Beehive work. So, yeah, reach out to him if you need help. He's a great technical person to help you dial in your Beehive. So, and look, we don't know it until you don't know it till you live it. And, Timo's been living Beehive for, quite some time. So, these are the types of people you want to learn from, people that are doing the thing, right? They're talking about the thing, they're doing the thing, they're teaching the thing, like that's what it's all about. And just the newsletter component is just one component, right? That's just one component. So just imagine as Timo now starts to diversify with other channels such as Pinterest or Facebook ads, which, I did some Facebook ads testing. It didn't really work that well. I don't think I had the tracking set up properly, so I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on that, but with the pixel and stuff like that. But the point is you want to, once you have one revenue stream coming in, you want to diversify to something else. And then, if fast forward to, let's say, summertime of this year, what success looks like for Timo potentially is he's bringing in continuous revenue from his Beehive channel. He's bringing in revenue from Pinterest and then also some Facebook ads, which, you're putting in $1 or $2, you're getting, $5 out. So that's the whole name of the game. Um, but yeah, great to have you here, Timo. Glad you had a great week. And yeah, I'm gonna focus on getting better. I gotta go to the doctor again. I think I have strep throat now. So, oh man, I'm just getting hit with everything.
Yeah, when it comes to Beehive, they just launched some new features that they teased on November. So I haven't been checking them out, but Tyler and the Beehive account have been posting about those new. The dynamic content thing is now out, plus all the new components for the website. There's a collaboration with that. The link that Andy posted, like the goodlookingcomponents.com or whatever that was. It's on the Beehive account, and Tyler's post there talking about the new features if somebody's interested. And I have been helping people to set up their newsletters. Pretty much just want them to use the link to get started. So if you're interested on Beehive, just send me a DM and we can talk about setting that up and maybe even monetizing it.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Timo, for checking in, man. Yeah, wishing you a great weekend, and yeah, hang out as long as you can. And yeah, let's jump over to Max. Max, how's it going? Happy Friday. Feliz viernes, amigo. Feliz viernes. ¿Todo bien?
Hello, Justin. Hello, everybody. Yes, good. Just wanted to refresh that I do a lot of things, and I think we all do a lot of things, but I try to focus on PR. And today we have a jazz night. I like music, and I was a manager in the past. But I realized when you smile and you do what you think, you will attract people that want to be with you and do business. So I changed my whole strategy the last couple of 6 months, focusing on reposting everything the last 2 years that I did in Mexico, Texas, and the the other trips and consulting. And suddenly everybody saw this cool Chilean arriving back to my country. So I think that's what we have to do, like you said. Make a list of all the things you are really good at it, and then you will find the people that you're going to do business. I focus on mining, fishing, and tourism, a luxury. And today we just got a lot of Chile is attracting a lot of celebrities because of Patagonia, Easter Island, and they come to my country to just enjoy, and they're investing. So that's kind of the angle. Tourism is a very cool way to meet people and go to your county and start working with entrepreneurs in your town. You will be amazed how many people, thanks to tourism and gastronomy and wine, they want to do business. So that's kind of I've been having a great week. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you, Max. And let me ask you a question on the PR side. So, are you doing for yourself and some of your clients the AI SEO at all? Because incorporating, so PR is making a comeback, right? So online PR is making a big comeback. So, are you experimenting with that at all?
Yeah, my agency has been published 2,000 articles with Bloomberg at the top with three. And I've been working, right now I'm working with the IA Agricultural Artificial Intelligence Laboratory. And I've been approached by several people from the US, but I don't do business in X really. So when I tell them to go to LinkedIn, I filter a little bit because they've been offering me going to podcasts and everything. But PR, real PR, Forbes, and the big media, I know all the editors, and that's kind of my win. Do it very slow, and I can share you 2,000 articles published everywhere in 15 countries. But we call it affordable PR. So yeah, we do it, and IA for us is very important right now in Chile. I don't know if you knew, but we created the Latin chat GPT with the government and Brazil and several South American countries to compete with the American chat GPT. So the Chilean government put a lot of money on that. So come to Chile to do business and vacations, and you will have a surprise. I tell you, man.
That's amazing. And yeah, like you got quite the following on LinkedIn. You've been doing this a while, obviously, Max. And yeah, yeah. And Max's background, for those who don't know, he was really big into wine, and like he was basically known as the what's your saying? Like you were known as the Hispanic Gary V or something, the Latin Gary V.
Yeah, I had a wine store that was inspired in Gary's dad. We have the largest wine store in South America, and we were once in a space and we were together and have that photo there. So yeah, he knows me because we tried to fly him to South America with the government, but it was too expensive.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks for tapping in, Max. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of investment going over there too, it sounds like. So, yeah, well, keep up the great work you're doing, Max. Always great to check in with you. And yeah, yeah, go for it.
Call it Startup Chile, and they give you 50 grants, some of the programs 70. So if you have a company that you have a service that you are making money, you can apply for upscaling. You open your headquarters here in Santiago for 6 months. You have to move to Chile. They give you visa, and they give you the whole money to survive and hire PRs, and that's what I work with too. So pay attention to that. I can share you the link. We have two batches every year, but we have other programs. So that's going to be cool for people that want to scale up. Thank you.
Yeah, so there you go, Timo. When you're ready to scale up, you get your visa, you go to Chile for a little bit. Yeah, Max, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I think Timo, Kevin, and you, and maybe two more, we should do a business. We have to do a close meeting, and we do have to do something together. Thank you, man.
I love it. I love it. Well, yeah, let me get to my 25K a month goal first, and then, I'll take you up on that, Max, because yeah, I'm really focused on hitting that 25K a month outcome by the end of Q1 for, the Revenue Ronin agency and all that stuff. So I'm really, heads down, focused on that. But yeah, definitely let's keep the conversation going. So yeah, thanks for checking in. Well, let's check back in with Timo and Andy. And I hope you guys can come up here and grab the mic. I can't be talking the whole space here. I'm not in the health wise. I'm losing my voice. I have strep throat. So please come up here and help me. Okay, Andy, over to you. I gotta get some water.
First of all, Beehive's rocks. I mean, seriously, if you haven't started Beehive, you should do that. And here's something I found. I don't know if everybody else has found this, but I'm getting as much traffic or more traffic from the web version of my Beehive than I am from the newsletter. So even though I'm getting all this stuff, like I have 3,500 subscribers on one of my newsletters, and the other one I have 900. Well, interesting. The crazy part is that my website, I have like 6,000 or 7,000 unique visitors and almost 30,000 page views now, which is more traffic and faster growth traffic than I had on my other blog that has 2.7 million page views now. So you don't. Beehive is like a whole kind of solution. It gives you a web page and a newsletter and a way to capture email. This is really, really, really important, and I like it a lot. Also, if you get the so the scale plan is the first path. You can do it free, but if you get the max plan, here's a couple other bonuses you can get. You can put your calendar into it, and it will, from your website, or if they order, if you create a product, you can have them schedule and choose live times, just like it's Calendly. So in other words, the Max plan will integrate a Calendly-like solution directly into your account. Then the next one is if you have a podcast, or you create a podcast, or you put your live space recording as a podcast, with the Max plan, you can just integrate the RSS feed. It'll put the player and the transcript and the whole thing all there automatically. You don't have to build anything else. So Beehive's rocking it. And then supposedly in November, they said that they were going to also add the ability to host courses. So you're going to end up with somewhere to host a course, host a podcast, integrate your systems, do a newsletter, capture emails, create landing pages, and have a blog that's already SEO optimized for relatively small money. It's really an interesting thing. Really, really, really interesting. So you should seriously consider it. I'm on it. I have two newsletters. I'm planning on a third one. So away we go.
Yeah, and Max Plan has 10 publications on unlimited team members. So basically, if you set that up, you can, the scale plan has 3. And I think the free one has also 3, but the scale doesn't add to that. But yeah, it's pretty amazing what you can do with it. And yeah, the web traffic, I made a mistake with the gated articles for the first 100 or so articles. Now all the website articles are just with a pop-up, because you can gate the articles different ways. I used to do like subscribe to read more, but now I just use the pop-up, because most of the readers that engage with the content, they come from the emails. And no, like you said, not for me, not least, it's not half yet, but it's getting there. The traffic, the analytics tool is also amazing. And what they promised or talked about as they're now launching separate products this week. So promised like an opportunity to add like a add or eight products. There's no other products are kind of sitting on the landing page, and then you can just link them or direct one quick buy to the newsletter articles, but they're actually going to build some kind of a web store where you can now have all the different products.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Hey, let's go to Yvonne while Justin is recovering his voice. Hello, Yvonne. Good morning. How are you today?
Hello, Andy. Hey, Timo. Hey, guys. Hey, Justin. Good morning. Oh, my goodness, Justin, when I heard you earlier saying that you're sick again, dude, I was literally like speaking out loud, Lord, please heal. And I'm hoping that you get better soon. Oh, my goodness. Make sure you rest. Like, sorry to be like Mama Bear. I know Christelle usually does that too, but just it sucks to be sick, and I so know what that's like. So, but yeah, you guys, Beehive is freaking amazing. I mean, I had actually started um permission to be messy when you're building so many different things, right? Like, because I literally have to give myself permission to do that. I love that we're able to do that and share in here, but because I had started I've done a lot of research in regards to like buy me a coffee. I know a lot of people like buy me a coffee, and I actually have a buy me a coffee because I started building something on there, but then I also started building something on Beacons AI, and then now that because I think it was it's a lot easier for people to be able to purchase things on Beacons AI from the transition and stuff like that when I had actually processed some payments and everything. Like there was, anyway, you know how all that stuff goes on the back end, Timo. I'm sure that you know, but anyway, and so like with Beacons AI, it looked more professional, and it's kind of like a way to do a where you have a link tree, but instead of link tree, where you can actually have products, you can do coursing, like you can have charge per hour for coaching, and like it's like you can create your own little shop there, which is really fire. But I always check the percentages of things like that, right? How much percentage does that platform take? Same as with Gumroad. I'm sure you guys have checked that out, and knowing the different percentages. Anyway, and I had created something on Beacons, but then when Beehive started doing what they're doing now, and especially because you get the newsletter there, and they're so good with the newsletter, and I had started my personal newsletter on there. But now that I'm creating my professional one, and the fact that they're going to be able to have where you can have all that other stuff on there, I'm literally going to be moving everything over to freaking Beehive. Doesn't mean I'm not going to diversify, right? Because it does. I think my personal opinion is important to be on the other platforms for discoverability, because you never know how someone could end up finding you on the other places, and then it also helps just for your brand building and things like that to have that awareness. But it does. Anyway, I'm totally rambling. Sorry. But yeah, I'm super pumped about what they're doing. I mean, with my wins for the week for me that I'm excited about is I already published my second article for my newsletter. I officially have like the final design in the background, basically like the template for the web page design. All of that is done. And I'm working on my second article. I'll be publishing that today. And what I love is the incentive, because I already started I only had one article posted up there about Rob Reiner. It was like my main article. I'm doing a special director legacy type series, because I'm creating multiple different series within that publication. So it's not just one thing, because there are theme things. Like one of the ones that I'm creating is The Role That Changed Everything. That's one of the episodes. I'm like talking TV shows. Sorry, I'm rambling. My brain isn't fully functioning yet, but I'm like creating that on there, and I'm excited because I already started getting opportunities to be able to have some of the ads inserted on there. I was like, wow, I didn't expect that, because I haven't even started like really promoting to get people to sign up for it, because I wanted to have like 5 articles already kind of there ready to go. Anyway, because I'm doing like a variety Hollywood Reporter type thing with that, in addition to the school that I do, that's my main website. I'm doing that for the publication that I have through Beehive. But the fact that we're able to have products and stuff on there too, I'm freaking super excited about that. All that being said, I'm reminding myself, take it one day at a time. And Andy, I have to give you a shout out because, dude, after you told me that about creating a spreadsheet or something, I literally have multiple freaking spreadsheets now. I have my to-do list on my spreadsheets. Like anytime I think of like a movie idea or like a new article post or anything like that, I'm literally have my multiple different spreadsheets now for all those separate things because there's so many things going on and doing the multitasking. But I will say, and I'll land with this because I'm totally rambling. But I also know that you're trying to save your voice, Justin. So I was like, let me. I'm totally pulling a Danielle here. I'm just excited because even though I'm having health stuff, and thank God, February 1st, I'm literally going to the doctor because my new health insurance kicks in. So, whatever the heck has been ailing my body, I will be able to get that solved, dear God, please. And then I will really be on fire. But I'm just proud of myself at the fact that I've been consistent, even if it's only small actions that I've been taking every day, and having this community, and then also having the Unshakable Entrepreneurs community, and just knowing that I need to show up on there in the evenings and be like, hey, this is what I accomplished today, and actually have something visible that I can show is pushing me more into the action of execution. And even when I'm having like a little anxiety with writing and stuff like that, I'm making sure that I'm pushing myself through. And I think it's further solidifying my behavior and the identity, which is what Will would say. And, any progress is good progress. And I'm just going to say, like, without community, it is a whole different ballgame. So I'm super grateful to you guys. And I'm totally rambling, so I'm going to be quiet now.
Awesome. Hey, I've got a couple of things. First, I built, okay, so the first thing, congratulations on building your spreadsheets. If you get stuck on the article topics, hit me up, just send me a DM. I will send you my big ass prompt on generating content ideas. So for anybody, just if you're, I have a whole, if you go to the brand blueprint engine, you can see there's a whole newsletter there. It's got products. I can do a full social media audit. But if you guys if you're here or if you're listening to the recording, just hit me up and ask, and I'll send you here's the prompt to create your content ideas. Okay, so hit me up with that. Second, here's what Beehive replaced for me. Here's the stack that I was building before that Beehive came out with their update and said, we can do all this stuff. Buy me a coffee for that, MailerLite for the email list, Google Workspace plus Blogger for the web page domain, the custom domain because you can add them all together, Calendly link plus intro. I don't know if you guys have intro, and using make.com to automate the whole entire thing. Buy Me Coffee took care of the intro scheduling, personal time with Andy, Calendly, Google Workspace. Now you can set that up. They integrated that as well. Custom domain with port one costs like $1 a month. It's $12, $11 for a year. MailerLite, you don't have to do that now. Buy Me a Coffee, you don't have to do that now. Calendly links, you don't have to do that now. All of it can be integrated if you have the max plan. And if you can get to about 1,000 subscribers, and 10% of them click on any of the ads a month, it'll pay for itself. And now you have all of that available for no additional cost. Okay, and then the third note was, every time somebody hits me up with, hey, can you fill in the time? I grab a note card, I put down a topic, a note, a structure, and a time that I think a target time, and I have little timers next to me. So I have like a 3-minute timer, 5-minute timer. I just hit the button and just go, I've got 3 minutes, I've got this topic, and in my mind I think, okay, I'm gonna open, I'm gonna hit some kind of content details, then I'm gonna roll it up, hit the topic again, and answer it up. So if you guys listen to me on Spaces where I'm a guest, where I'm a speaker, whatever, not the host, but wherever I'm that's what I actually do. So in the past, Yvonne said, oh, Andy, we've only got like 2 minutes. I'm like, cool, I got that. Boom. And I just start the clock. Like 90 seconds, 100 secones, 110 seconds, 10-second close. Here you go, Vaughn. Thanks. 120. So you should practice this stuff. Trust me, you never know when you need to fill exactly 90 seconds of something. You don't know when you're going to sit in a meeting and it just goes from energy to nothing, and you have to bring everything back up again. You need to practice speaking. You need to practice control of the sound, the narrative. Learn how to speak at the right cadence. Learn how to increase the cadence when you want everyone to lean in, and then pull back the sound, pull back the volume, and drop down the cadence, the beats per minute in your voice, so that people will slow down, stop, and go, what did he say? What's going on? Where did that happen? These are the speaker skills that you should develop, and acting class is a fantastic place to do that, because it's the only place besides speaking that it is taught, it is identified, it is called out, and it is structured, practiced, critiqued, coached. Nowhere else does that, except for if you come on my spaces and talk about speaking. I'll help you there, but otherwise no one ever talks about it. We all assume, oh, we can speak, which means we can command attention, which means we can grab your attention, we can pull you in, we can make you listen to me. Nope, fail, fall, wrong. You, Yvonne. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, we're not hearing you, Yvonne.
Yeah, so something's going on with spaces. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, the space something's going on with the spaces. They're like glitching out here. But yeah, one thing I was just gonna add to Yvonne's point and your point, Andy, is like, so think of so OS operating system, right? So Beehive is the creator operating system, and they've really done a great job at consolidating everything. And so yeah, and a pro tip for everyone too is, this is where positioning comes into play, right? So I'm trying to position my high ticket marketing system where we rebuild the marketing engine and then we, execute on, paid ads and email marketing and traffic. But first we have to get all the tracking dialed in, etc. And, this is like I'm calling it the revenue Ronin operating system. So a pro tip for everyone is just see how you can uh, position your products and or services as a system, and even more is like the operating system somehow, because it just, everyone knows like, okay, Windows, it's an operating system, right? Like they know that. And so there's sort of a affinity there already. And just like what Beehive's doing with the creator operating system, and then they have the EOS, you know, uh, entrepreneur operating system. All these companies now are doing operating systems. So incorporate that into your marketing, your messaging a little bit to kind of tease and be relatable with other trends. And yeah, let's go over to Mr. Dalio. Mr. Dalio, welcome. How's it going, man?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. This is actually my first time to be speaking here. And thank you, Justin, Andy, Timo, and Yvonne, and everyone here for sharing your journey. I'm just starting out on X. I only have 200 followers, right? But I'm really interested in starting my newsletter. So I don't really have a problem that I want to solve. I don't have clarity yet, and everything is not really clear. But I just wanted to ask, for someone who is just starting out, what will you advise him if he wants to start his Beehive newsletter? Is it good to start now or wait till you get something like 500 or 1,000 followers, something like that? Just wanted to ask.
Yeah, I would start right away. Start now. The sooner the better. And because you already have, skills, you already have interests, you already have lessons learned that you can share. And, sharing your story, sharing those lessons learned, and then obviously things that you're interested in, hopefully ideally you have some high income skills that you're building. So you really want to share like the journey, right? And writing is not only therapeutic, but it's going to help other people that can be relatable to where you're at in your journey, right? So yes, start a Beehive newsletter like right away. If you want to link, shoot Timo or myself or Andy a DM, we can get you over a link to sign up. They have a free plan, and just start now. Start sooner. Like one of the one of the biggest regrets, one of the biggest regrets I have is not starting sooner, and also, uh, putting it on hold for 15 years. That was like the biggest mistake I made. So don't do that. Like the biggest thing you can do for yourself right now is build your personal brand online, sharing your story, sharing lessons learned, sharing things that you're interested in, things that you're working on, and then also building your email list. And, you want to have ideally some sort of lead magnet, which is a free gift that people get once they sign up to your newsletter. So, you do that as part of your incentive. And yeah, just you'll find it very therapeutic. You'll find it helpful for you in your journey as you're building, as you're growing, as you're formulating your ideas for what particular business model you want to come up with. And yeah, start now. Start now. So, but thanks for coming up on stage, man. I know we're connected over in Will's group. And yeah, thanks for being here. And yeah, just, glad to see you're starting the journey here. And the important thing is you started, right? Now it's just, you don't stop, like just keep going. So, any other follow-ups before we go to Timo and Andy? And happy Friday, Jackie. Good to see you. Sending you all a lot of love and light as always, and great to have you in the space. But yeah, any follow-ups, Mr. Dalio?
Thank you very much. So I will definitely start I'll send you a DM so that you can help me, or send a DM to Timo, or one of you, so that you can help me with setting it up. Thank you very much for hosting this. It's very, very insightful.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tapping in. Or X is being a bit glitchy again today, so no worries. But yeah, we're here, we're in the conversation, and yeah, again, good to see Jackie, Nino. Happy Friday, Nino, Jane, happy Friday. Good to see you guys. Please like and repost the space. Would really appreciate it. We're gonna go till like 7:45, and then I gotta go to the doctor. I think I have strep throat. So, um, but yeah, let's go back over to Timo. Timo, are you there? Anything to add to Mr. Dalio? Oh, I don't think he's here. Andy, anything to add to Mr. Dalio?
That's the hi. Thanks for back to the mic. Okay, so the first thing, Mr. Dalio, is find something or choose something that you do well, that is easy for you. I call that your superpower. If you don't know what it is, ask other people what you do super good. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be you always are nice. You take care of things. You understand what's happening. You can fix this. You can go there. You whatever. The other people will tell you what you do well. Use that topic and start a newsletter about that topic, and then post on your X space and everywhere about that topic. Talk about what it is, how you do it, how you fix it, how you think about it, how you describe it, how other people look at it, why they have problems with it, what you can do with it. It doesn't matter. Every possible perspective of that problem, write about it and post so the way I do it is I write a big article, well, not big, 4 or 5 paragraphs. I squeeze it in, I edit it so that it's the best possible, and I use AI to do my editing. So I have make it sound better, make it sound like me, and we talked about that other ways. Squeeze it into 3 or 4 paragraphs. Then I will post that in my newsletter. Then I will take out a sentence or two or an idea, a topic, and I will use that to post on X. So that's how I generate my content. Two things happen. The first one is everything you do is all the same content. It's the same topic, it's the same idea. And third, it's the same idea across all the platforms so that everything will start to align. All of the algorithms will learn that you talk about this one topic. That is the most effective way to build a brand, but also an expertise and a narrow focus for you to be known as. And if you do that, and you tell enough people, and you show it to enough people, and you just keep answering everyone with the same things, go find people with that problem, answer with your superpower. Tell them if they want more to DM you. That's it. Just do that 20, 30, 40 times a day. People will join your newsletter. People will listen. People will come to you. And eventually people will start to follow you for your particular area of expertise.
Thank you very much, Andy. I will definitely do that. And one time I was listening to this face and we were talking about the same thing, like choose your one thing and double down on it and speak about it, be known about it, and talk about it. So people will remember you. Your brand will be very, very amazing, and people will be starting linking and thinking about you when they think about that topic. So thank you very much. I will definitely do that.
You're welcome. Come back and let us know.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna get to final word here because we don't have any more hands, and I'm not feeling good. So let's do final word here if that's okay. So we'll go to Timo if he's available. If not, we'll go to Andy for final word, and then I'll close this out. So, Timo, are you there? Okay, he's not there. Okay, no worries. All right, final word over to you, Andy.
Most of the time, people are not ready to buy. When you make an offer, when you make a sale, when you ask somebody to buy something, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. If you are solving their problem at the time they need it, number two, and they have money to fix it, and they have urgency to get it done now, they'll buy from you. But maybe they're missing the money, or maybe they're missing the urgency, or maybe they don't need it now, or maybe they don't even realize they have that problem yet. Those are their problems, not your problems. So when you make an offer, most of the time, like more than 90% of the time, everything in their life is not aligned. So when you make an offer and they don't buy, it is not a reflection of you. It is a reflection of their current state. That is why we talk about wins for the week, because when you find that alignment, they buy. They do. It's just like you get hungry and you eat food. It's exactly the same. But most of the time, you're offering something to someone who's not fully aligned yet. Maybe they're urgent, but they don't have any money. Maybe they have money, but they don't have any urgency. Maybe they don't care, blah, 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 blah. The point is, we celebrate the wins because you have to go find them. They don't come to you. Nobody knocks on my door and says, Andy, can you please solve this problem that we know we're going to have next week? No, they don't do that. I have to go find them and ask them and talk to them and identify with them what's going on with them. That's why most of the week is a fail, meaning they don't buy. And the reason is because it's up to them, not up to me. If I don't offer to them, that's my failure. My failure is only in not making the offer. Their failure is that I didn't make the offer and they're not ready. But when they are, and I make the offer, we have a win every now and then. It's a good day. So that's why we talk about wins for the week. Because most of the time it's a failure, not in failure to succeed, but in failure to find people who are ready at that moment. So everybody who is on your list and they don't buy today, that just means they're going to buy someday in the future when all the other things align. Your job is just to keep telling them, keep asking them. That's it. And hopefully, Justin, you get better. Why don't you just go to a short version of your closeout so you don't have to talk so much?
Yeah, thanks for picking up the the rope here for me, Andy, and everyone else, the speakers. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I just want to share the 10 C's that I mentioned here. These are the 10 C's. Let me put it in the purple pill here for you guys. So these are, kind of building on what Andy already said on, when people are ready to buy, right? So only 3% of people are ready to buy what your offer is right now or your product or service. The other 97% of people need more nurturing, convincing, they need more pain, fill in the blank, right? They're just not ready. But when you focus on these 10 C's as your framework, you will continue to build authority and visibility. And the formula is visibility plus credibility equals profitability. Visibility plus credibility equals profitability. And if you focus on these 10 C's, you will make it happen. And they are care. You have to care first. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And then you have to commit, right? Like Andy said, you gotta go hunting. You gotta go hunting and gathering, right? For the business. You gotta find the prospects with whatever means necessary. Um, until you get to a certain point where you have inbounds coming in regularly. But that takes a lot, that takes quite a bit of time. But so you care, you commit, and then you either build community or be part of a community. And, the context to that community is important. So if I'm Jane, I want to be part of a cybersecurity community, right? I want to be part of a security community. Why? Because then I will be very knowledgeable in everything that's happening with cybersecurity, in that frequency. So um, the context of that community is really important, and then communications. Everything comes down to communications at the end of the day. If you can't communicate, you're going to have a challenge. So that includes being able to get on video, that includes getting onto podcasts, on spaces, in person, like always take the opportunity to, communicate and demonstrate your expertise. Don't just sit around and wait. And then content creation. So content creation it's the lifeblood of everything right now. Uh, when you have all these systems set up, what do you feed it? You feed it content. So you got to just continuously put in the content into the system and you know, you don't stop. You just keep creating content. That's the fuel. And then consistency. Now this is where a lot of people fall off. A lot of people fall off. I mean, they'll stick to it for a week, 30 days, and then, they may fall off, then something happens, fill in the blank, right? But the consistency part is one of the most important. It's 80% of the game. 80%. So if you can be consistent for, and 90 days is the minimum. Like if you can stick to something for 90 days, putting out content every single day, like you'll be impressed by how much you can grow. And then conversion, that will lead to conversion, which could be money in the bank. It could be uh, them subscribing to your email list, right? Whatever your conversion metric is. And then the last thing is cash, right? Ultimately, we want cash. We want cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. Monthly recurring revenue is ideal. And that's it. That's the game right there. Those 10 C's. So these are the same, C's that I've used for, 15 years to help companies, make millions of dollars, millions, just by following this simple framework. And we can do it too. You can do it too. There's no reason why you can't do it as well. So Another good one for the books here, guys. Thank you so much. Wishing everyone a great weekend. I'm gonna play my outro here, and then just remember, at the end of our lives, we'll ask ourselves four simple questions: Did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? And did I make a difference? Until next time, keep making a difference. Build that mind, build that body, build that business, build that bank account, but most importantly, build that legacy. So stay hungry and stay humble. We'll see you guys at the top. And you want to keep growing, check out the revenue running community. We've had 40 people sign up. You could be number 41 and make it a productive, but most importantly, profitable day. And stay healthy as well. Stay healthy. Really important. All right. Much love, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday for Momentum Monday. We don't do motivation, we do Momentum Monday. So, all right. Much love, guys.
In a world of uncertainty, the Ronin stands apart. A master of sales and marketing who answers to no one. Forge your own path. Create your own success. 1,000 leaders, 1,000 Ronins. Will you be next? Join the revolution now. Step into mastery at therevenueronin.com.
You've reached Kaiser Permanente's Appointments and Advice Center. Para español, diga español. If you think you are having a medical or psychiatric emergency, hang up and dial 911 or go to the nearest hospital. For quality, we may record your call. I recognize the phone number you're calling from. Please say or enter the complete date of birth of the member you're calling about. For example, June 17th, 2003. If you are experiencing flu or COVID-19 symptoms, not vaccine related, say yes or press 1. If no, press 2 or say no. I see that Justin has a phone appointment with Dr. Bub. Friday, January 16th at 2 o'clock p.m. Is that why you're calling today?
No.
Would you like? Will this be for primary care? Please say yes or no. You can say yes or press 1, or say no or press 2. Please hold while we transfer your call. Thank you for calling Kaiser Permanente. Air Selby speaking. How may I help you?
Yeah, hi. I need to schedule an appointment with I guess my primary if he's available, if not someone else. I don't know if I have strep throat or what, but I'm still sick. I've been sick for on and off for 3 months. So yeah, I need to get seen. I think I have strep throat now.
Your date of birth?
Justin French. Justin French, 12/29/80.
Thank you. And how long now with the throat pain or sore throat? Like
All
for
week?
3 months?
No, all week. All week.
A week. Okay.
Yeah, but I've been sick on and off for 3 months. Already went to urgent care multiple times, antibiotics, everything. And I felt good for one day, and then on Sunday, this past Sunday, sore throat came on again, and yeah, I've just been sick.
And would you like to speak with the clinician over the phone or video within the next 2 hours, or with the registered nurse, or did you want an in-person
No,
visit?
in person, because yeah, like they're gonna tell me to go in person anyways. I already talked to them the other day. Yeah, I need to make an appointment for today, and I don't want to go to urgent care. I don't want to go there.
You're also due for the flu shot. Did you want to come in for that?
Well, why would I get a flu shot if I'm already sick, ma'am?
That's the question I need to ask
Yeah,
you.
no, thanks.
And which office did you want to go to, Carlsbad?
Ideally Carlsbad or Oceanside, whatever's available.
So the Carlsbad Medical Office, I have at 8:50 this morning. Let me see, Oceanside, there's an opening.
Is that Dr. Bassett over there in Carlsbad, or who's the doctor?
This will be with Dr. Mariso. It's Maresso.
Okay. Anything in Oceanside?
I'm checking. I'm sorry, no, nothing in Oceanside today.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to Carlsbad. At what time was that?
8:50 a.m.
Okay, yeah, yep.
Okay, so let me confirm this. Thanks for holding.